The gap between rich and poor in the UK is now wider than at any time since the Second World War.
It doesn't get any better, it gets worse and worse as the days go on.
We asked 4 children to show us what life is really like growing up in Britain today below the poverty line.
Shopping. There. Shopping there. Shopping there. Shopping there. Shopping there. Shopping there.
There's all sorts of things that happen bad around here in my life.
Money is the main priority. I always worry about it.
All of the children in this film have their parents' permission to talk to us. They live at home and they speak for the 3.5 million or so kids who are living in poverty in Britain today. This is their story.
My name's Sam, I'm 11 years old and I live in Leicester.
In school and the crowd go wild.
Sam lives with his dad and older sister. His mum walked out on the family on Sam's 2nd birthday. The poverty line for Sam's family, with 1 parent and 2 kids, is just over £1,000 a month after housing costs. But they have to get by on far less than that.
I think I'm poor because I get 420 quid a month. Now it goes on what we need and not what we want. We have to spend it on food and electric and gas. The electric is put on a key which goes into a box and Dad puts a fiver on it every so often. And when we run out of electric, the whole house goes. Everything just shuts off. Except for battery powered stuff and candles. And the gas, when that runs out, the whole house is freezing. You see me running upstairs, getting my cami, which is on my bed. I'm just sitting there going like this.
Right, you can do it like me.
Sam's half-brother Caleb lives part-time with the family, though he mostly stays with his mum up the road.
What have you done to him?
I am.
What are you about? Where did you bang it?
Do you want me to look after Mike for dinner?
You're supposed to be getting changed into your pyjamas, aren't you? So we'll send Kaylee up to help you get changed into your pyjamas, okay? Okay?
Come here then, little man.
Can I have Sam down here, please?
Yep. Sam, Dad wants you downstairs, mate.
Why are you reading books when you should be getting changed, mate?
I've got changed.
So why isn't KD changed then?
I've been trying to tell him.
I expect you to have a little bit of care of your 6-year-old brother, mate.
Okay.
And I don't expect you just to sit there and watch him hurt himself, mate.
Okay.
What?
Okay.
That's it, you're done.
For the last 10 years I've been daddy, mummy, friend, enemy, the entire spectrum. We have child benefit, which is £20.70, I think. I get a child tax credit of £51, and then I'll get my unemployment benefit every fortnight, which at the moment is £66 due to deductions being taken. So that's the amount of money we have coming in at the moment. Not a lot. It's about £70 to £80 a week as you break it down.
3/4 of all children in this part of Leicester live in low-income families. But money is especially tight for Sam's family, as they lost £13.40 a week in child benefit when Kaylee turned 16.
At the minute, Dad's having to finance me and my brother's using what money he gets. He doesn't get paid for me anymore, even though he's supposed to, because I'm in full-time education.
With every penny accounted for, the family have no choice but to rely on credit for many household items.
We have to put money into the TV, otherwise it won't work. And it has to be £1. £1. 6 hours. You're not actually paying for the TV, you're paying for a household item, say the fridge, the cooker or the washing machine. They'll give you a set amount to pay off each week, 2 weeks or month. Ours is set on around about £50 a month at the minute.
But like all credit, this form of payment incurs interest, costing extra money Sam's family can ill afford.
Oh yeah. My name is Courtney. I'm 8 years old and I live in Bradford.
Courtney lives with her mum and her 3 sisters.
Stupid thing.
4 out of 5 children in this part of Bradford are in low-income families.
Whoa, look at these big cabbages!
This estate also has one of the highest levels of families dependent on tax credits.
We're like a kind of poor family. We're different because we can't do that much in our house. There, we all picked them all. People with more money, they'll have like more stuff to play with in the garden and more detail in the house. When like people haven't got know to do when they're bored outside, they can go in and do puzzles and colour and everything, and we can't do that. When we're bored outside, we've got to go in and sit inside and watch TV. Let's walk. Hiya! Hiya!
Courtney's parents split up 3 years ago, and since then her mum has had to look after the children on her own. With no chance of getting a job with such young kids, the family is living well below the poverty line.
It means that I have to borrow off my mum to get through the week.
Woo!
Can't afford, we make us own fun, don't we, kids?
Do you like my sandcastle?
How mad am I playing in the sand with my children?
Activities that involve spending money, like going swimming or even taking a bus, are out of the question.
I can't afford it on my own. Can only just afford to eat. Sometimes.
You like my little dinner?
Your little dinner?
Yeah.
What's for tea then, Sand?
A bottle of pop and some dinner. If you do skinny, you could die. If you do fat, you could die. For dinner, then we have a big version of a sausage roll.
What do you have for breakfast?
No. Because I sometimes forget to make myself some toast or something. Or we're going to be late for school.
Do you ever go without lunch?
I'll go without dinner when I'm at home, but when I'm at school, I get dinner. I have tea when I'm at home, but I sometimes go without dinner. Because my mum hasn't got enough money, and she owes people money.
1 in 5 low-income families report skipping meals, but kids living with single parents are twice as likely to go without.
Bath oil. Don't use it all at once. Right.
I was really poorly when I was born because I wasn't meant to be born in October.
Maybe soon.
And I've got eczema.
For it, Jane. Cream for your legs. Don't lose it. More cream.
Every time I get mad with my mum, I sneak upstairs and scratch it and scratch it and scratch it and scratch it until it bleeds. Because it makes me feel calmer.
My name is Paige, I'm 10 and I live in Glasgow.
Well, we still get out of the damp houses.
Paige lives with her mum and dad in a tower block in the Gorbals. Glasgow is arguably the poorest city in Britain, with every single family living below the poverty line in some areas. Here in the Gorbals, 82% of children are growing up in poverty.
Right, I'm getting off of this. No, don't jump! Ah!
Sometimes it's hard to survive with what we've got because sometimes you run out of money and you can't get what you want to get. Like when you go out on your bike and all that and you skiff your shoes off and you get holes in your shoes, it's hard for your mums and dads to get like new shoes or go out for a family meal or something, but it's hard when you've not got a lot of money to do all that. And I don't know how my mum and dad do it, but they do. And I think that's very good.
I'm going to jump. I fell off that wall, you know. I'd never even climbed.
We've got like the park, but if you had to walk past that, a lot of people would think, oh, that doesn't look like a very good place to stay. The pitch is just there where the boys play football, but the pitch has been ruined and all.
How are you meant to play football? It's seriously out of order. You can't play football in here. There's housing association that put us in these houses. You must be kind of bad to put people in houses like this.
The other day, me and my friends found needles in the chippy bins, a big bag of them, and it's not very nice to see that. At our age, I'm only 10 and people are and we're seeing stuff like that when we're out to play. It's not very nice.
But the thing that affects Paige's day-to-day life most is the damp that permeates her flat and many others in these blocks.
My house is really damp. My house is damper than your house. My house is damper than yours.
They make the outside of the box look nice and the inside just look terrible. It's very small and damp and wet and you can't put much of your furniture up at the window because it'll get all your clothes all mouldy. And a few times my mum and dad had to buy new clothes because of the mouldiness.
It really annoys me because some people would bully you because your house isn't all fancy like theirs. How would they feel if they were in a house like this? They wouldn't really like it.
It's not like our fault, it's a mess, it's just the way the dampness is, and you can't put like wallpaper and paint and all that because if you do that then the dampness is going to show through and it's a waste of your money. Like there's wallpaper here as well that my dad's had to rip off and up there it's all damp and on Christmas night our ceiling fell on top of us and now this is, my dad hasn't pulled any of that off, it's all fell off itself and like the state of that and all that and the windows are disgusting as well.
Paige's family was already living with damp before moving here. So when this flat became available, her mum jumped at the chance, hoping things would improve.
Winter came and be soaking, man. Soaking. I mean, like ceilings of icicles, man. So
felt green again, man. I was like, oh, it's happened to me away again, do you know what I mean? But I'm just one of the people just, hard the things get, I just keep getting on with it, do you know what I mean?
My blinds are really, really mouldy. I mean, they've got mould all over the place, my blinds, and they've got all these little black circle damp things, and as you can see, I've been trying to cut the little black circle damp things off. This was green fluff with black all over it, so I cut this way, and the other night I was going to just cut all the blinds off. I can't sleep up my top bunk because sometimes the dampness spreads along the way, and I'm lying like that and it'll go on my chest, it'll hang on my chest and all that. So I can't sleep up my top bunk, although kids really like to sleep up the top bunk, I can't. And it was really disgusting. I mean, no wonder your mum and your dad feel sick and all that all the time. And I feel sick. It's because the other day I felt really sick and I really wanted to go to the hospital. I was carrying my mum, I wanted to go to the hospital because this house is so bad. So it's ridiculous.
It's not just asthma that's linked to damp living conditions. Children in flats or houses with mould are 2.5 times more likely to suffer from nausea and vomiting as well. Paige's friend Courtney also lives in the tower blocks.
Everybody in my house is getting not well. When I pick my sister up, she always smells of mould, and when I cuddle her, it actually gives me illness as well. She's always not well. I can't go to school usually because I have chest infections. Imagine you'd be sick every single day because of the mould.
What did I show you? Look. That's terrible in the ceiling. And my toilet isn't as bad as this. No way. Oh, that is really bad under the mattress, and that's just dampness as well. I mean, look at your walls. Have you just painted your room? It's showing already. And look up there. It makes me feel really bad because it's not good for kids. It's not just the look of the house, it's inside the house as well. It can give you so many diseases and stuff. That's really bad.
Paige's only hope of escaping the damp of the Gorbals is if her family can be rehoused out of the tower blocks.
I just hope that I have a better house than this and feel more comfortable. Bye.
In Leicester, Sam's dad is keen to find a job that might fit around childcare.
Wow, it says no jobs found. I'm actually quite surprised that you've managed to do 2 searches and nothing at all has come up.
That is how the job market is at the moment, Kent.
The computer said no. The computer said no. It's not easy for people to look for jobs now because for every 5 people, there's 1 job. So it's a lot harder to find jobs. Because people are taking jobs that he needs.
Almost half the children in this part of Leicester live in families without work, and Sam, like Courtney, sometimes goes without meals as a result.
Until Dad has a job, we don't have any money. And sometimes I don't even get lunch. But then I go, Yeah, I'm not hungry. I'll save. And then I save up my hunger, so when dinner comes, I've eaten it all.
The last job I had, I was earning nearly £400 a week in it. That's almost a month's income for me now. So, from what I had a week, I now have a month. To give you some sort of scaling in that, yeah? Which is why I want to go back to work so badly.
The family's finances also affect Sam's school life.
I have to reuse my sister's shirts, and then I get called a girl, which gets me psyched up. Then I just want to punch them, but then I get detention or sent in isolation. It doesn't matter if you're wearing a girl shirt or ripped trousers or a girl blazer. As long as you've got them, it doesn't matter what you're wearing, it matters who you are. They call me ankle wingers because I have ripped trousers and they're too small for me. But that's the rip. People call me big gold blouse as well because I'm wearing gold blazers and shirts. Look, this is a girl shirt because girls have them little flicks, them little lines. My sister donated this shirt to me because I needed a shirt for school.
I worry about Sam all the time. Once you're marked for life. The minute people find out you're poor, they automatically assume, and then you lose that friend. You have to be so careful what you say, because you're automatically, in the back of your head, you're always going, what if I say something and they don't like it? What if I let something slip? You've always got the what ifs going through your head.
What they're doing is they're bullying me vocally. I'm like, Dad, I'm being bullied. And he said, why don't you fight back? Because they're not doing it physically, they're doing it vocally.
You tend to just start merging into the background, not wanting to join in because you don't want people to know what's going on at home.
I hate myself. I hate my hair.
Sometimes it does feel like you've got a big, hefty secret and you need to keep it hidden. It puts you in that mindset of, oh, I'm lower than everybody else, I'm not worth as much as everybody else, which lowers your self-esteem to start with. And then you've got the idea of not having the money to get the right, say, like clothing at the time, because when you're in school it's all about what you're wearing, isn't it? So you don't have the money to get the clothing, which sparks the bullying, and then the bullying lowers your self-esteem, and then your self-esteem gets so low that you end up hurting yourself to make yourself feel better.
Sometimes I'm out here on my own, because then I can talk to myself, which I usually do.
Do you ever get lonely?
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes.
I did try and take my own life when I was younger. I was thinking things along the lines of, I'm not worthy enough to be here. Nobody wants me here. I'm better off dead, things like that. Basically, up was down, down was up, and left was right, and right was left, if you know what I mean. I was so confused at the time. You don't really think about, is it going to work? You mainly just do it. And if it works, it works. If it don't, you try again. Until somebody breaks the cycle for you.
We'll play that game that we normally play, where it's underground maze and it's really dark and we need to find our way around. There's rats and dead stuff under here.
In Bradford, the long summer break has begun. For well-off children, this means holidays away from home, trips out and treats. But for poor families, it's just another struggle.
Just take them somewhere for a day when you've got money to spend, can't you? And just give them money to do what they want then, and you can't when you're on what I'm on benefits.
No free school meals during the week puts food bills up. And there is the constant temptation of the ice cream van. But it's the need to find something to do for free that preoccupies Courtney.
There's naught to do here, it's really boring. I'm getting out of here. No, don't go in. This is funny. He can't eat. A cellar to keep dead bodies in there.
No, it's not cellar there.
What is it?
Graveyard.
The summer holidays. It's a kind of part of your life, but it gets to what and you feel sick. Put it in! You can only look at the park and play about on youth. I don't go swimming because my mum can't afford it. Come on. Someone's actually cute, someone probably. There's a mess up here. You can't see downstairs from here. Because the floor's fault first. Look at that, and all off. Someone's been breaking through here, you know. Shall we go in bedroom?
No, you can't cross them, you know. If you fall in there.
Scary up there. I get jealous when other people go on holiday and we can't afford it. Our family can't do that the other kids can do. They get to go out to Bradford and play out of Bradford. Then you get more adventures and you get to learn more about this world and that. And just what happened in the past and that. What's he backing up? Hollywood! You can't get me, nan. Courtney's got no knickers on. Time out now, time out. I need to go to shade again. Let's go to shade. When did you go on holiday? I haven't been. I haven't gone on holiday. Have you ever been on holiday? No, I've only been to Scarborough with school. I've been to Mallorca, Greece, Crete, and how long did it take you to get to Greece? I think 2 hours. How did you get there? By a plane. Don't you go in helicopters? No. Oh yeah. No. Aren't you scared of heights? No. I am. I won't be scared to fly up sky. Is that why you don't go on holiday? No. I don't go on holiday yet because my mum hasn't got that much money. Because to go on holiday it's about 1,500 quid or something. How come your family are different and they can go on holiday and that and our family can't? It's because my family ain't scared of heights.
Oh, so sweaty.
Holly's family can afford nicer clothes than me because her family work and my family don't.
My mum works after people who are really poorly and they can't walk and in the wheelchairs. My dad, he does gardens and just...
So like if something breaks down in her house, her dad can fix it and mine we can't because we can't afford the money to get the council here to fix stuff and that. If your family work, you get more money in your house, but if they don't, then you get less money in the house. So my mum can't lend me the money when I become 21 or whatever, how old I become. And then I just want to be able to work and do what I want to do.
You never know. When you get older, you might be richer. You never know.
I think that my future is gonna have loads of bad things in it and then a few good things. Because she's gonna be richer when she grows up and I'll be poor. None of my family are working in like, I'm a little kid about 3, 4 or something. I'll ignore my future and just wait until it comes up to my future to find out what happens in that.
Can we pretend that airplanes in the night sky are shooting stars? That feeling's wish right now, wish right now, wish right now. Can we pretend that airplanes in the night sky are shooting stars? That feeling's wish right now, wish right now, wish right now.
In Glasgow, Paige's most heartfelt wish has come true. The family has been offered a house north of the city in Drumchapel. They moved today.
I wonder how much money my dad paid for that van. £25. Just to hire it out back for the day. And then you need to get petrol on it.
I don't know whether I'm coming or going. Still don't know whether it's a good thing or a bad thing. I'm leaving everything I know behind.
Kids should be in houses with their dog and their rabbit and all that, and I'm so lucky in fact to get that, and I'm happy, and when I move out this new house I'll be really happy, so I will. So
Courtney's family haven't been so lucky, but she's still hopeful that the council will find them a new house soon.
When I heard that Paige was moving house, I felt like she was very lucky. You can get dogs, cats, rabbits, hamsters, anything she wants. She could even have an elephant in her back garden.
Bye. Bye flats. You need to wave me off. You need to wave me off. Wave me off. There you go, Courtney. Bye. Well, Mum, you'll be alright. It's weird leaving, isn't it? It's going to be much better. It's better than a flat. I know, I'm stuck up there. I know. At least you'll have a better life there.
Paige's new home is a half-hour drive from the Gorbals.
Right, there's my house there. That is beautiful, Paige. Everybody run! Go, my house! What? We're home! I'm home, Dad! I can't believe how different it is, to be honest with you. I thought it was just going to be one toilet, 2 bedrooms, a living room and a kitchen. Same old, but no, it wasn't. It was 2 toilets, 2 bedrooms, a kitchen, front door and a back door and 2 gardens. So, really different from what I thought it was going to be. I think my life will be much better now that I've actually got a proper home and nobody can talk about me or going to smell her clothes up here stinking. Clothes smell of dampness, nobody can say stuff like that about me anymore. Feels dead weird, doesn't it? Oh, yeah. I just think that it's amazing how a person like me that's been staying up high-risers can get a house like this. I seriously can't believe it. It's so weird just to look up there and there's no dampness. It's great. Mummy, can you put some on my back, please?
It did get bad on the legs, so it's clearing up now though. There, your hair looks right straight. Who did it, you?
Courtney's summer holidays are almost over. Soon she'll be back at school.
My best learning objective is doing right and wrong. That's good because we learn about what's right and what's wrong in life and what's wrong outside and what's wrong inside and that. And it's not about judging people on their looks. Umbrella. Found it. But how do you put it up? Somebody left it. Time of it.
But the new school year brings new expenses, something Courtney is only too aware of.
My mum, she's finding it hard to go out shopping and buy all new uniforms like other children can get. She hasn't given Argos and that the money that she owes them. Well, she has, but she hasn't given them enough. Some parents got loads of money and they can afford to get taxis and go to the shop and buy new uniforms for the kids. But my mum has to walk all the way to the shop and she can't afford to get us new uniforms that are all posh and nice. Posh means like really nice with loads of detail on and that. My mum can't afford to get us like them. She can afford to get us clothes with detail on and colour and that, but she can't afford to get us with gold and silver diamonds on and whatever else. If you've only got little toys and that, you should still be grateful because your mum and dad have got to go out and buy you food, brand new clothes for school, clothes that fit you for school. Because as you get older, the clothes that you used to wear as your babies or when you were 8 or somewhere, as you get older, you grow too small for them, so your mum needs to go out and buy you new ones and that. I'm 8 now. On my next birthday, I'll be 9. So she's a teenager. And I hope you're a teenager when you're 13. I think what's going to happen on Chantel's birthday is that, she'll get the cake that she wants, but she won't get all the presents that she wants. She'll only get some of them. I might have a dolly house with some people. I don't think you will. I'll be rich. Then I can buy anything what I want. That's playing the game. Now it is a bit hard. Put one of your feet on my overbreak there. This isn't hard yet. Oh. That would be hard. Oopsie, nearly both of your feet off. We are nearly on the end of our stepping stone game. That was quick.
But I get a lot of people who apply for that job.
In Leicester, Sam's dad still hasn't been able to find a job. With money tighter than ever, Sam has little option after school but to play at home with his friend Guy.
I spend all day, every day, inside on a weekend. Oh yeah!
Alright, chill out.
Guy, your circumstances is better than mine. I don't get a lot of money. £1 feels like a whole year of pocket money.
With Sam's birthday, then Christmas, both coming up in the next 2 months, there's even more strain on the family's finances.
Birthdays and Christmas are always stressful for me. They involve spending money that I don't really have, probably using a better way. You have to treat the kids in the same manner as all other children. And they all expect to have a little present on their birthday. They expect presents for Christmas. I can't take the kids off to Alton Towers for a day out. You know, I can't take them anywhere where money is involved in reality. Everything I do has to be planned around lack of money as opposed to with money.
No, I'm freezing out here. I'm not, Daddy. I'm just freezing out here.
Mine's going, mine's going, mine's gone. Everybody's losing jobs, and so people are going to get less and less money, and soon we're going to starve to death.
I don't think we're ever going to starve to death.
Yeah, but they're raising the prices of food and lowering the money.
But still, we're never going to starve to death.
No, we can help it.
The thing is,
I'm vegetarian.
They're saying you either get a job or you're buggered, basically. They're trying to get everybody to get a job.
But then
at the same time, they're getting rid of so many jobs. It's stupid.
Yeah, how are you supposed to get a job when jobs are going away? Angry and frustrated. That's how I feel. Probably take years for my dad to get a job. Or maybe decades. Or even, maybe, centuries.
That is looking well nice. It looks like venison curry, but it's not. How to make something look really expensive when actually it costs next to nothing.
I'm good at that.
Well, yeah. As far as I know, my dad's already in debt. I wouldn't say it's okay, but you've got to do what you got to do, ain't you? If you need, say, for instance, the cooker breaks, you need that to heat your food. Without the cooker, you can't eat much and you won't get any warmth from the food. So, yeah, sometimes you've got to get into debt to keep yourself alive, if you know what I mean.
The family's debts are not helped by the fact that Kaylee's child benefit still isn't being paid, even though she's in full-time education. This costs the family almost £60 a month.
Have they sorted out my claim?
No, they're bollocks.
I don't think they had.
We'll get on child benefit this week, innit? Find out why they have, why it's taken nearly 6 weeks for them to even bother to reply to me, innit? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It might not be a lot, but you know what I mean, we're talking a couple of £100 at least and that I should have, that I've not had.
And now Dad is juggling money. Going like that. Do, do, do. Going food, debt, food, debt, food, debt, food, debt, food, debt, food, debt.
So if I was to borrow £200 from, say, Provident or Shopper Check, yeah, essentially that's going to cost me £300 or £400 to pay back in that. Yeah, right. So in the period, although I'm going to get my money back from the social, yeah, it's then cost me an extra £150 I've got to find, yeah, which you know will take 15 or 16 weeks on top, just to get back to where I should have been in the first place. And that's obviously £150 I've got to take out of the budget that I could be using for the kids, the home, whatever. You know what I mean? So I find that quite stressful, I have to be honest.
The advent of cold weather also means that fuel bills are set to rise.
It is a stress when it comes to winter time because you have to budget in for gas because of the heating, and because we don't have a tumble dryer, we have to dry the clothes on the radiator, which means it's costing more and more and more as the prices for things go up. So things like that do tend to stress him out.
and I don't like it because it's cold and not many people go to the park, and it's like, and especially when you're going to school, you've got to stand and wait outside until a bell goes, and that's just getting you even colder. That's why I don't like winter, because it's snow and stuff.
I like playing out when it's red hot, but I don't like it when it's freezing like this weather. When I'm outside in the winter, we shiver a lot.
Not even nice. Move your bum! This one's better, but the car's there. It can be quite hard sometimes because we ran out of gas and we didn't have none. So we had to get our quilts from upstairs and use them. We couldn't get no hot water, and so that next day when it was school, I couldn't go because I couldn't get a bath because there was no water and we couldn't get no water neither. Well, she did pass me a stone.
But Courtney does have some good news. Her eczema is much better.
I wasn't going to take my medicine and stuff because my medicine made me feel sick, and my mum forced me to take it, and I said thank you because she's nice and she's good and she's kind and she's the best mum in the world. It's a lot better now and it ain't itching no more. What's one fourth? I don't like my timetable. Stop! What's 5 times 1?
5 ones?
Yeah.
I thought you were clever. 5 ones. Count 5 ones.
Was it? 5.
Clue. Well done. You sure you didn't bang your head too hard?
Do we have to do this homework? I'm not doing it. If I get away from this dump. I want to be, what do I want to be? Wait. A lady jockey. I do. I want to be a lady jockey. Tell you why? Because you get to ride horses. And you can be happy. Because when you work, you get earn more money for you and your family. Everybody like it, do you like it, do you like it? Like everybody like it, this one, this one, this one. Do you like it? Everybody like it. I was given some money, I'd save up, I'd get myself a new house. Save loads and loads and loads and loads and loads and loads and loads of money and get myself a new house.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Sam. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, mate.
Happy birthday, Sam.
Yeah, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, mate. Today is my birthday. Turning 12 today.
Happy birthday to you. Oh, the electric's gone.
I got 2 presents and 1 card. That's it.
Big birthday hug.
Sam's birthday is also the anniversary of the day his mum walked out on the family.
Not even a goodbye. Just, off she goes. Me getting bored.
Not everything works out forever. People change, things change, circumstances change. I understand that, but I used to get jealous when I was younger. I used to go, "Where's Mummy? Why isn't Mummy coming to see me?" And then I grew up.
I just don't want to have a wife, just in case you leave me. And then I'll have to be like Dad, taking care of 3 children by himself.
So are you going to have your hair styled then?
I don't know. Where'd it go?
It's freezing, mate.
As a birthday treat, Sam's Auntie Sarah is paying £9 for his first ever trip to the barber's.
Hello. Oh, I've come to get a wash, cut and blow dry.
Yeah, not a problem, yeah.
Yeah, he turned 12.
Happy birthday.
I thought I'd bring him to the hairdressers.
Before I came here, my dad used to cut my hair.
Oh, yeah.
This is the only time I've been to hairdressers.
Well, let's see if we can do better than your dad.
This haircut is special because people are calling me moped and I just want to get rid of my hair.
That haircut, Sam, makes you look really handsome. You look gorgeous now. All the girls at school will definitely be after you.
What do you think of that, Sam?
Good.
Good, just good.
Not good. Absolutely extraordinary. It's so good, my good meter has gone through the roof.
As the demolition of the tower blocks in the Gorbals begins, Paige has come back to visit her friend Courtney, whose family is still waiting to be rehoused.
One bit came down at first and then another bit came down. The road was actually rumbling and then it went like bang at first, but the buildings were still there and the dust actually went into town. It went away to Argos.
Some people don't get moved out and some people do. Some people get moved out but have to stay in the hotel or something and they give them money for that until they find a house for them.
I wish I had an opportunity to go to a house.
I just feel quite sorry for Courtney because when I was staying here I was embarrassed to take my friends out of my house because it makes me feel so poor. When I stayed here I was like, I've got nothing. But now when I stay in that house I think I've got everything. That's it. In the old house I was up and down in the lift getting changed. So my mum and dad stopped it and plus it was too cold. And now I've got a back garden so I can come out and then go back in and it's nice and hot inside. It's much better. 1, 2, 3. I feel sad for kids up in high risers, especially my friends, because it's going to be colder for them because they don't have heating. It's upsetting thinking that there's kids in condition like that.
It's like 4 days till Christmas. Definitely more financial struggle. You've got to get all the ordinary things which you struggle to get anyway, and then you've got to pile presents for 3 or 4 people on top of that, and then you've got to buy all the extra food and anything else you may want. Daddy, we've done!
Daddy!
Wow. That is absolutely amazing.
I'm well happy with that. Dad does get us to write a list every year of a certain amount of things we want. This year it was 6. And he'll try and get us as many of those things as possible. See you later, Last Christmas was quite hard because we got chocolates and little things like that for Christmas, and then Dad told us that he was really struggling and there was no money to go around. We actually ended up having Christmas dinner around our mate's house because we were going to have pie and chips. It is quite hard because people seem to see it as the more money you've got, the higher up society you are.
Since I had my haircut, I ain't been called Martha Top. A lot less people have been bullying me. And if they do bully me, I can run. As fast as I can to a teacher. But one thing bullies hate, teachers. It's going to be hard for my dad because he had no money, which means he can't buy his presents. So Dad put me on free school meals. I can't wait to get it. I'll tell you why. Then that way, Dad can save up to £10 a week. That is lots. As long as there's food, it's good.
I think these cutbacks that are coming is going to make it very hard for people and children. I think they're going to really affect families, really.
I wouldn't want anybody to experience what I've had to experience.
People are struggling to feed their families and like on a budget and stuff. It's just like hard.
When the rain is blowing in your face and the whole world is on your case, I could offer you a warm embrace to make you feel my love.
The circumstances are out of our control. If we could change it, we would.
I'm going to find it hard. I don't want to grow up. I don't want to grow up.
I could make you happy, make your dreams come true. Nothing that I wouldn't do. Go to the ends of the earth for you, to make you feel my love, to make you feel my love.